and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the show which is funnier than a speech by John Major. Or if you happen to be watching in America, funnier than a speech by that chap who took over from Margaret Thatcher. Starring tonight the spectacularly talented Greg Proops, and co-starring the prodigiously Canadian Colin Mochrie, and introducing the decidedly youthful Neil Ashdown, and reintroducing the unfeasibly tall Ryan Stiles. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. OK. So let's... Well, we're going to start with a favourite game of mine called Questions Only. Start with Greg and Neil, if you'd like to come on down, but the other two will stand ready to join in. And it's a simple game. This, all they have to do is to act out a little scene, but they must only speak in questions. It's surprisingly easy to go wrong. If they do go wrong, I'll buzz and they'll be replaced by the person behind them to have a sort of tag game. And you're in a men's changing room after a game. If you've ever been in a men's changing room, either of you, this should be easy. In questions only.
Thanks. We'll take it from here, homie.
Can I borrow your towel?
Do you want to use this towel?
Is that yours?
Was this the one you gave me?
Did I give you my towel?
To Geordie, I'm sorry.
Do people laugh at that?
Would you like to shower with me again?
Does mine look bigger than yours?
Do you have the special mirror?
Do you have the towel?
Why do you ask?
Mind if I lather you up?
Mind if I bend over?
What's this on your shoulder?
Yeah. Is this the men's shower?
Does it look like the men's shower?
Does Tom Cruise?
Is Betty White?
Wrong person left. Never mind.
How, man, do you play squash? It's me again.
I'm sorry, are you speaking English?
I'm sorry, are you from somewhere else?
What do you mean by that?
You're not from round here, are you?
Don't you recognize me?
Aren't you the chap who's not from round here?
How would you know?
Don't you know that everybody points at you when you walk down the street and says, he's the chap who's not from round here?
Why don't people tell me these things?
Don't you listen?
Why should I listen to you?
I'm from Newcastle, that's why.
OK, so thank you very much. Thank you. Excellent round. I think I'll give double points to Neil there for bringing back the memory of the great lost Gaza. Hopefully he's found again now. Let's do film and theatre styles. So Greg and Neil, come on down. And I'm going to give you a scene in a moment. Any styles, more film and theatre styles? Poseidon Adventure.
Supermarket sweep.
Hey, welcome to Channel 4. We're James Bond, yes.
Indiana Jones.
All right. That was a good one, but I didn't hear it, unfortunately. But no risk saying it again.
The answer is no.
OK, so let's go for Greg. You're a tourist, and you've hired a local person. You're in the right shirt already, so that's good. And you're trying to search for the Loch Ness Monster.
Hey, you'll be looking for Nessie then.
That makes my ears tickle. Could you say that again?
I can't remember the next bit.
You'll be looking for Nessie then. Yes,
Do you want to cheek the Mickey, mate?
No, sorry.
Hit you with my bottle.
Whoa,
all right.
I think it's funny to look for the Loch Ness Monster in Wales, don't you?
Yes, because it'd have to be a big whale to swallow Nessie.
It certainly would.
You've already doubled your points by out-punning him. Poseidon Adventure.
Oh, my God. We're underwater all of a sudden. Damn, I knew we shouldn't have stood on this rickety pier.
My God, there's only one way out. Follow me. Thank God, we're out. Why, if I wasn't an ex-cop from the Bronx, I'd slap you in irons. If this wasn't the 20th century.
I just fancy the challenge on the accent. James Bond with Sean Connery, please.
Sure, you've... Aye!
Yes, that's right. I come all this way. Perhaps you'd like to make love to my mistress before I have you killed, Mr. Bond.
First, I'd like to know exactly why. You want the monster.
All right, Mr. Bond, I'll tell you
Sorry,
what.
I've just set fire to my fingers.
Indiana Jones.
My God, rock!
You're some god. I've just been squashed flat by an enormous rock coming out of the Loch Ness Monster's butt.
That was no rock!
Thank you very much. That's in there. Let's end on that disgusting thought. All right, well, I could have listened to those all night, and certainly feel we're going to. Let's now do a game called Whose Line. This is for Colin and Ryan. They're going to come down and act out a scene. And all they have to do is to include 2 lines supplied by members of the studio audience. That's 2 for you, 2 for you. 2 written out there. Just bring them out as appropriate. And your scene is a lawyer meeting his client just before a big case, just before a big trial. OK? Where you go.
You did it. Oh, sorry. I should be a little more open-minded, I guess.
I don't feel very confident in you.
Right, it won't be a problem. Just wash the blood from your hands and we'll get right into the courtroom. You know, I don't think I have a chance with this judge. He doesn't like me very much as a lawyer, but I'm going to defend you, because as a lawyer, I took that oath. Only your chicken impression can save us now. I'm telling you, the jury's going to love it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Crazy, is it?
Maybe if I just throw myself on the mercy of the court. Remember what the good book says. Luke 19:41. Go on, give it a squeeze. And the Lord did say, go on and give it a squeeze. And if it does squeeze good, will not good come out of it?
You have quite a command of the Bible. Look, I think I'm just going to plead insanity. I think that's the only way you're going to get off in this
Well, what am I
case.
going to do?
When I plead insanity, I want you to go up to that judge, look him straight in the eyes and say, grease me up, I'm getting in.
Well done. That's 14 points each and 32 to the members of the audience who suggested the line. As we go into a game called Song Styles, I say we, it's in fact going to be Neil Ashdown who's going to make up a song on the spot here about somebody here in the studio audience with the assistance of Richard Branch at the piano. Now I'd like a girl or a woman to volunteer to have a song made up about her.
Holly.
What's your name? Drew. Drew. Jolly good. Drew. And have you got a job or profession you've got or would like to pretend to have for the evening?
Stripper.
You said that without moving your lips. Or anything else. OK. Drew the stripper. There you go. A love song to Drew the stripper.
Hey, Saturday night I didn't have a clue where to go. So I picked up my shoes and I toddled down to old Soho. I paid my £2 so I could have a peep. Thought that I'd be there for 10 minutes and I would go to sleep. But I saw you, Drew. I saw you. Drew, I saw you. I wasn't blue and I am through 'cause I saw you. Buck naked. Buck naked. Without any clothes on. Very bare indeed. With tassels just here. And shiny pants, I was in a trance. Oh, won't you dance with me? I'll dance with you, my Drew.
Okay, well done. Well done. Well done. Well done, Neil. Well done, Richard. Well done, Drew. And well done, Drew's ex-friend who suggested stripper. Let's do a game called Superheroes. It's going to start with Greg, and everyone else is going to join in due course. We're going to decide which superhero he is, and he'll decide who the next person to join him, which sort of superhero he'll be, and so on down the line. It'll all become clear, I hope, eventually. But can we suggest what sort of superhero you'd like Greg to be? Obsessive-compulsive man. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Obsessive
I'm
compulsive.
from America. We know all about them.
Yeah. Have you got a crisis, a world epic crisis that the world is facing?
Run out of cornflakes.
Okay. Yeah. It looms large in his life. Okay. So the world is running out of cornflakes. You're an obsessive man, compulsive man. Now, where you go?
I can't stop washing my hands. Oh, my God. I'd like to turn on the World Crisis Monitor, but people have touched it before me. Here, I'll use a baby wipe. Oh, my God. The world's running out of cornflakes. Sad losers everywhere will be bummed out. I hope my super friends arrive soon.
Sorry I'm late. I couldn't catch a cab.
Thank God you opened the door by yourself. I didn't want to touch it. My God, you've arrived just in the nick of time, wiggle worm.
Well, it was a big stir down the street. I tried to get here early. All the cornflakes are gone. Did you know about that?
The cornflakes are
my
gone.
God, I'm here. My God, you're here, mispronunciation boy.
The cornflakes are going.
What's that on the Minotaur?
That's Minotaur.
Oh my God, all the crin flukes are gone!
No, you're saying it wrong.
Quinn flukes. Every Quinn fluke on the planet.
I thought I heard you, mispronunciation boy.
Oh, thank God you're here, fascinated by belly buttons, boy.
You're here in just a nick of time.
So what seems to be the problem?
The cornflakes, they're all disappearing.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody's trying to have a lick.
Wait a minute. I have a whole packet here.
My God! The world supply of cornflakes right there in his belly button.
That's right. I borrowed it from the naval service. Here, I must go. I've got to clean out some lint.
Well, I'll just bug a riff.
I'm gonna go see if I can get a job as a vibrator.
Okay, well done. I have to say the scores are all level. They're all different scores, but all levelly written on the score sheet. But we go to a game called Props. The team's divided into two pairs of two for this. Ryan and Neil, this is your prop, and you have to come up with as many different ways of using it as possible. Whereas Colin and Greg, there we go. I'll just hang on to some of that for my own personal use. But... now, I'll bust between two panes. You come up with examples of ways of using these props, starting over there with you, Ryan and Neil.
The baby chicks look hungry.
Look at them down on Earth, Zeus. Throw one of you thunderbolts.
Yes, it is I, Lobster Man.
After the sleigh blew up, this is all we could find of Santa.
Oh, my God.
Do you have a table for Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
Lady Antoinette, the ball's about to start.
Could I have a C, please, Carol?
A C?
I'm telling you, there was a sheep in here.
Oh, I think you'll enjoy it here.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the sperm bank.
Okay, that's it there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh. Okay. I'll put all the props back in my bath as we carry on to the next game, which is called Animals. This is for Colin and Greg to start, and Ryan will join in due course. All they have to do is to do a soap opera, but you have to do it as animals. And the animals I'd like you to do it as are hamsters. Okay? So just an ordinary soap opera, no other restrictions, but you're hamsters.
What's wrong with you? Get some friends. Hamsters.
The hamsters are my friends.
Thank God you're done in that wheel. I thought you were going to be in there all day.
Get off my back.
Mom liked you. Mom didn't eat you.
Sorry I'm late. I meant to get here earlier. Hey, vodka.
Mr. Hamster Waterhog, someone's been eating all the kibble around here.
Not me.
Yeah, it's been you. We were in your area last night. You've got food hidden under your wood chips. We saw you with your steaks all chuffed.
So what if I have? What do you got to say about it, Gary?
Okay, well done. can't begin to tell you how exciting the scores are. Well, I can begin to tell you, but I can't be bothered. And we go on to a game called Backward Scene. It's a particularly difficult game to play. Ryan and Neil are going to do it. It would be Ryan O'Neill if we could have booked him. But all you have to do is just act out a scene, and all you have to do is to start with the end line and work back to the beginning. Fantastically difficult. One of you has been kicked out of the army, is the plot. Starting at the end.
I love the army, but I can't stay here any longer.
Seems to me you're not very fond of the army.
I can't stand it.
You're useless!
Go on. Tell me I'm useless.
You just don't match up to the other men.
Take them off now?
Take those trousers off.
Why are you looking at my trousers?
Let's have a look at it then.
Doctor, I've got a problem.
Can I help you?
Hello, Doctor.
Next.
Brilliant. Brilliantly played that scene of throwing out the army and a doctor sketch as well, so that was double points there. Now we do a game called Film Dub. This is for Greg and Ryan. I'd like to come down where they can see a special monitor, which will be showing a film from which the original soundtrack has been removed. You have to add a new soundtrack, and also add the story of the problems of sharing a flat onto that film there, which will start now.
Hello. I wish, hello, people at home. Many things go wrong when you share a plant with someone or a house flat. This, for instance. This is a dental bridge I use in my...
He's always building models. Day after day.
He had hair up until this morning. You know, this is a toy car I'm working on. Once I get the wheels, it's...
The man is 45 years old. And all he does is build. Want a screw, he said?
Hey, you bet I'd love to if we had a girl here. If she had a chassis like this, boy.
Well, if she had a chassis like that, we wouldn't have lived together for the last 45 years.
You know, Harold experimented with acid at a very early age. Don't you kids at home try that?
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Come this way. This is our car. He's taking the engine out of it. He's insane. That's what happens when you move in with a cheap...
A cheap bastard? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah,
Well, there you go. I just never wanted it to stop. Now, let's go on to a game called Party Quirks. This is going to feature Greg Proops as the host of the party. All the other three will be guests of the party. In front of each of the guests is an envelope inside which has been placed a suggestion for a strange way of behaving, or a quirk. And Greg has to work out what quirk has been allocated to each of his fellow competitors. So if you come on down, Greg, ready to start the party,
right.
Then the others are going to come in the order of Neil, Colin and Ryan. So is the party under full swing, or in full swing?
Yes, it is.
Good.
Here we go. Woo. It's come as an Elizabeth Hurley's dress party.
Yeah.
That'd be the bell. I'll get it.
Well, hello, how lovely to see you. You stupid man! I think I'll just help myself to a nice drink. Bonza.
Hi, Neil. Multiple personality Irish leprechaun dude. Oh, I just like to call you that. Look,
You're a joker, eh?
I gotta get the door.
Look, I'm only gonna show you once, so watch! What more do you need? Look at it! Look at it! What more can it do?
Nothing. I'll buy one, Mr. Vacuum Cleaner Salesman.
Yeah, that's okay. Fair enough,
I tell you, that guy really is very wound up, ain't he?
Yes, he is. Multiple accent guy who thinks he's from many countries, man.
Morning, Greg.
Good morning, Ryan.
How's things?
Really good.
I'll have a scotch, please.
Yeah, all right.
Not on the rocks! Not on the rocks! Hold on to the sides. Hold on to the sides.
Here,
Just make a guess.
Here, you're on a raft on a river. You're a river
Yes, that'll
rafting.
do. One rafting. Well done. Yeah, finish for that. Okay. All right. That was taking so long, I thought I was going to have to tell you. But there it is, so I'll give you a point for that. As we go on to a game called Hoedown, and this is for everybody, all 4 contestants who come on down to make up a song in the form of a hoedown with the assistance of Richard Branch at the piano. And can you suggest a topic for them? Some reason why families get together?
Incest.
Halloween. Halloween. OK, that's... people get together on Halloween. So... Very good suggestion. Incest is a bit too strong for British viewers. So, you happy on that? So, Halloween hoedown. Take it away, Greg.
I like trick-or-treating, I go from door to door. I ask for candy, ask for sweets, and then I ask for more. Sometimes they give me lots of rocks and bugs, but I do not care, 'cause I trick-or-treat on drugs.
Oh, I'm so glad that Halloween is finally here, 'cause Halloween's my favorite time of the entire year. I dress up and give all the kids an awful fright. I really don't know why I'm not wearing a mask tonight.
Last Halloween there was terrible blizzard. It was caused by a nasty old wizard. He looked out his window and caused a fearful spell. And when I woke up in the morning, I did smell.
Halloween can be such a special night. It's a chance you get to run around and scare and fright. When people open the door, oh boy, do they run. That's because every year I dress as Clive Anderson.
OK. All right. That's the very last game, and topping up the points. I see this is... It's a dead heat. A dead heat between Ryan and Colin. So well done, Ryan and Colin. And the prize for winning is to read the credits in the style of my choosing. I want you to be 2 cool dudes, it says here, checking themselves out in a mirror at a party and discussing chicks. If that means anything to you, please do that as an ending. But anyway, meanwhile, thanks to Greg Proops, Colin Mochrie, Neil Ashdown, Ryan Stiles, Richard Branch, and me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night. Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the improvisation show which puts the performers on the spot and hopefully does make a drama out of a crisis. Featuring this week the Buddy Holly of mirth, Greg Proops. Also starring the Henry VIII of hilarity, Mike McShane. Co-starring the King Kong of comedy, Ryan Stiles. And finally, the Hugh Grant of slapstick, Tony Sattery. The performers now. Got a lot to get through tonight, and we're going to start with a game called Film and Theatre Styles. Ryan and Greg, if you'd like to come on down, they have to act out a little scene, which I'll give them in a moment. But here, the audience has to suggest, if you would, some film styles, some theatre styles, even TV, radio style.
Bill and Ted!
Bill and Ted. Yeah.
Baywatch.
Baywatch. Oh, yes, good one. Any more from around here, from my friends? Valerie Singleton. Are you pointing out that she's over there, or are you... She's over there. Oh, very well, welcome, Valerie. Valerie Singleton. Well, so Blue Petery style. Children's style. We'll have to make it Sesame Street for Americans. Any more?
Cable shopping.
Cable shopping? You buy a lot of cables, do you? OK, so I'll give you... this is a scene. Thank you. 2 high-tech thieves breaking into a gallery. OK? And I'll give you some styles when I can decipher my writing.
Oh my God, the door's already open, Bill.
Baywatch.
The door's open for you to get in and rescue those jewels, man.
All right, I'm gonna start running, and the faster I run, the slower I go. Hey, man!
Cable shopping.
You can see that Ryan has on a delightful pair of infrared spectacles. Why don't you just show how those work, Ryan?
You can see in the dark. How much would you pay for these? 69 pounds?
Oh, more than that.
89 pounds?
Oh, much, much more.
How about your firstborn male child?
Why, I'd kill it. Send me now, and you'll also receive this. Oh, yes. It's a laser engraver. Do you have tatty junk laying all around your kitchen that you want your name on so everyone knows what a loser you are?
Hey, I could use one of those.
How much would you pay for it?
22 pounds?
More than that.
89 pounds?
Oh, no, much more than that.
All my autographed pictures of Cilla Black?
Hey!
Okay, let's end on a racing film.
Oh, my God, it's the lap car. They found us.
I wish we had a... Look at this, a high-speed Formula One racer.
Hang on, we're going over the ramp.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's end there. Thank you. Okay, all right. I must say that reached a stunning climax after about a minute and then went on for another 10, but they're very good. I'll give you lots of points for that. 3,000 points there. Very good. As we move on to a game called Remote Control, this is for, well, all four of you, if you'd like to come on down. The simple idea behind this programme is that each of 4 television channels are all dealing with the same topic at the same time, but from their different angles. So, Greg, you're doing like an Oprah Winfrey-style programme, which you might have in America as well. Mike Mitchell, you're a wrestler, or wrestling programme, WWF Wrestling.
Okay.
Ryan, you're ER, one of those hospital shows. And Tony, an episode of Brookside, okay? But, oh, a popular choice, that one. But they're all dealing with the same topic, so what topic do you think that would be?
TNT.
A delightfully feminine proposition for an all-male cast. I think it might be slightly beyond them. Any more? An earthquake. All right, so earthquakes is the problem, or the situation, and I'll buzz between the various channels as the fancy takes me, starting with Channel 3, which is Ryan.
It was hard to do the operation with the ground shaking like it was. We put Bill on the stretcher. I knew him well. He was my next-door neighbor. He needed a solid fist in the head, and I, Captain Casualty, are the man to give it to him. Yeah, bring him on over here. He won't need a stretcher. He'll need to be unstretched.
Greg.
Today on the program, premenstrual syndrome, the bastards that inflicted on women, earthquakes, and stuff that fall down. We're gonna go into the house. We got someone out here who has an opinion. I got an opinion on it. The house shook and stuff fell all over the place. I like to lose my mind. I say leave him.
Tony.
Don't buzz me, I ain't done talking yet. Take your bald eagle standing ass back in the house. You'll stuff all in my face with your tie and your Cambridge good looks. I have my opinion is what I...
Tony.
Artie, no, there's an earthquake and Brookside's falling down. Hey, no, it's only because the houses are made of cardboard. No, stop. That's Cilla Black.
Mike.
Yeah, everything's falling down because I gave him a double butch body slam onto that canvas.
Ryan.
Which should put him out for the kidney transplant. He lied there. I looked at him sympathetically, knowing he wouldn't make it through because I was the most handsome doctor in the world and really knew nothing about the medical field. I sliced in, opened them up, and looked inside.
Sorry, I dozed off there. Greg.
It feels like we're having an earthquake in the studio right now. I wonder if the audience can react.
Thank you. I think those TV programs are going really well, but I've started to take up reading instead, and I'll give 95 points to everybody and hope all the programs get bought by Channel 4. We're on to a game called Film Dub. This is for Ryan and Greg. If you'd like to come down And I've got a film here from which the original soundtrack has been removed. You have to add a new soundtrack. You have to include this story, You're Two Compulsive Gamblers. I think it'll fit in with the film, which will be starting any second now.
Hey, where can a guy get some fun around here? And what is this enormous tit you have your hand on? Buddy?
It's no tit. No. What it is it's a homemade roulette wheel. This thing's gonna make us a fortune. This thing's gonna put us to the top, my friend. Yeah, I'm just gonna write down all the instructions here.
Hey.
Wow, what an idea! What an idea!
What? Hey.
Hey, don't interrupt me when I'm writing.
My God, my chest. I think it's on fire.
Hey, it's burnt out every eyebrow on your face.
I'll bet you that I can live through this fire.
Yeah, my friend. Hey,
Ooh, hey.
Who am I? Who am I?
Napoleon?
Right! Wait a minute, I heard something.
Hey, me too.
What the hell? That looks a lot like the nipple of my ex-wife.
What
the hell is it?
Hey, who invited the chicks?
Okay. Who invited the chicks? Very good. So let's do a game. Oh, a million points to Greg for that. As we go to a game now called Song Styles, Mike McShane is going to make up here in the studio a song about something you might find in the boot of a car. So can somebody think of something you might find in the boot of a car? Little Red Triangle. Now, you've worked on that. That's very good. You work for the AA, don't you? You've got to... Little Red Triangle is... Now, can you do it as a German drinking song? OK, you can do it in English, but a German drinking song. Little Red Triangle. Where you go, Mike McShane with Richard Ranch.
I love my little triangle. I like to watch it dangle from my ship novel. I like to see it go shoop boom, shoop boom, boom. I have a little Volvo, and it starts to revolvo. I slap myself silly.
Okay. Suddenly transported we were to a cabaret in Old Berlin. Brilliant.
You can see me in the Gert Frobe men's dance troupe later on.
I always do, in my dreams. Now let's go on to a game called World's Worst. It's for all four contestants to come step forward to the world's worst step. And step forward when you come up with examples of the world's worst person to be a Cub Scout leader. Step forward, I'll buzz and I get the idea what you're doing.
Now, what you do is you take these plants here and you let them dry. Give me the skins.
What do you mean you kids don't want to hike across the desert? You're all going.
Well, you kids shouldn't be up this time of night.
OK, children, pay attention. The first rule of Cub Scouting is you must learn to accept pain.
Well, actually, Jimmy, I got this merit badge for drowning my wife.
Okay, we've put a little something special in all the cookies we're going to sell this year.
Well, that looks about like I ate everything and drank all the water, and we're, what, 50 miles from any place?
I spent a lot of time making those Philly pink uniforms, and I expect you boys to wear them.
And as you can see, when we connect all of Billy's pimples, we get something that looks like a sailboat.
And each of their bodies were found horribly mutilated with their skin pulled up over the head. Good night.
Did I scare anyone?
And now we look for some leaves.
Now, we divided into two pairs of two for this. Ryan and Tony, you've got to come up with as many different ways of using that item as you... Well, at the same time, the other pairing have to come up with ways of using those. Oh, they look fun. So we're starting over there with Ryan and Tony.
Today we say goodbye to Orson Welles.
I hate Thanksgiving, I'll tell you that.
That's quite a blackhead.
I said this kabuki play ain't big enough for the both of us.
All right, partner, son.
You have a table for Atlas?
Hello, I'm Elsa Clench. Welcome to Style.
Hello, welcome to the world of hemorrhoids. Now,
Now, the dwarf version of the Mikado.
well, will you look at that? Sister Bernadette sat on the fire extinguisher again.
I just thought the flashlights were a tacky way to bring the planes in.
Thank you. Very good. I always like that game, whether it works or doesn't, and I'll give a million points there. As we go on to, what's it called? Scene to music now. This is for Greg and Mike. If you'd like to come on down, they're going to act out a scene in the style of some music, which we'll play in, just to confuse them. But the scene is this. Mike is about to get married and is asking Greg, his flatmate, to move out. I'm sure we've all been through this life experience, trying to get rid of Greg. But there is playing some... Oh, come on.
See? See how they side with me? If we held an election right now, woo! Loser!
Yeah. Get somebody as good as Clinton then, wouldn't we? Now we'll play some music in. We'll play
Why the bitterness? You have a job.
So where you go?
She said yes.
Hey, congratulations, dude.
Great, man.
That's so great, man. Just the three of us living here together. It is going to be so awesome. I really love Virginia. I really love her. I'll be really glad when she moves in with us, Mike.
That's the problem, Greg.
Problem?
I don't want to make a big deal out of this, but you can't stay here anymore. You're scaring the dogs. You're scaring Virginia.
Mike! Mike! I can't believe you'd ask me to leave after all the times I inhabited your brain.
I can't take it anymore. It's you she loves. You in my brain, with me and her, and your brain in me. I don't...
Cluck like a chicken, Mike. Now who's going to move where, Mike?
I'll go out in the backyard.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't have to tell you that Greg Proops is in the lead at the moment, mainly because he isn't. As we go on to a game called News Report, this involves Greg Proops pretending he's in a TV programme, which shouldn't be too difficult. He's in the studio here with a stool, and Mike is an expert with him, sitting on another stool, or the same one if he wants. The other two, Tony's in the field as a reporter, Ryan is anybody he happens to meet. It's a news report, but it's not about a serious topic. It's about the Three Little Pigs, that famous old tale. Three Little Pigs, when the music starts, you take it up there, oh, anchorman, you.
Good evening. I'm unusually thick. And welcome to Scary Tales, where we get behind what's actually going on in fairy tales. The Three Little Pigs, houses, and wolves. We have a doctor with us who's an expert on both porcine nature and lupine nature. Dr. Heath Knifnif, doctor.
Thank you very much for having me on. Well, the pig and the wolf problem goes as far back as early pig and early wolf. Actually, naturally born enemies, yet at the same time, mutually attracted to each other, this strange dance of pork and teeth, as we call it.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you off in mid-sentence and go to the field where we have Chuck Dackley. Chuck!
Yes, thanks very much, unusually. The person I've got with me is just someone who came along. It's the big bad wolf. Now, I understand you're terrorizing these pigs. Why?
That's right. I'm gonna huff and I'm gonna puff and I'm gonna blow them.
And what's the purpose?
Down.
I just need a couple of minutes alone with the big bad wolf. And so, back to you unusually.
Thank you, Chuck. Doctor, the wolf seems to be a stranger type of wolf. Not as menacing, not as aggressive. A caring, sharing wolf for the 90s.
Yes, he's a wolf whose teeth have been blunted by the major economic policies of the United States. However, nonetheless, he's a bloodthirsty son of a bitch, however loose he may seem.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you off, even though you weren't talking. Chuck Duckley is out in the field with someone else. Chuck!
Thanks, unusually. I've got someone with me now. We haven't been introduced. Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm covering the Little Red Riding Hood story.
Oh.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck, and thank you for interrupting. Doctor, any last thoughts on pigs?
It's better to have a pig in a poke than a wolf in a convertible.
I think no one can possibly disagree with that. We'll see you next week.
Brilliant. Easily the best news report we've done this evening, as I give 5,000 words. And we go on to a game called Hands Through. Ryan and Mike are going to act out a situation. If you'd like to come on down. To make it easy for Ryan, Greg will be providing the hands and arms for him. But this Ryan Greg creature will be a surgeon. And Mike, you'll be what I think is called a scrub nurse, helping at the operation. Away you go.
Let's just put our mask on, shall we?
All right.
Down here, I'll grab mine. Just tie that around this big.
Can I help you with that, Doctor?
If you would, please, nurse.
There you go.
I have to say, let me say right off the bat, there can't be anything between us in the future, in case you're thinking that way. All right, if we could anesthetize the patient.
There we go. Very good, Doctor. There's the anesthetic. Anesthetic there. Thank you. Okay.
All righty. Just a little in the corner. I've got this bad tooth. There we go. All right, let's stick it
I think you should
right
say
in
some.
there.
Okay, very good.
There we go. He's anesthetized.
Okay,
He's out like a light.
Here, you'll want to use some gas.
All right, some gas. As if I haven't got enough.
No.
Oh, hey.
Why don't we just start exploring lightly? Here we go.
All right.
Here's something for you. Start working. Thank you.
Let's get down in here,
Okay.
shall we? Here we go.
what's in there, Doctor?
I could just
There we
make
go.
a little incision
Whoa.
here. Seems to have some sort of... looks like I've taken out the spleen.
Actually, that's the heart, but
Hey, who's the doctor here?
I'm sorry.
Me or you? My name's a spleen, it's a damn spleen.
I'm sorry.
Must be something else in here I can check out. You're going to be fine, sir. Fine. Let's get back in there. Okay. Oh, my God. Well, there's the problem. There's the problem right
Get to
there.
a Japanese restaurant.
Too much sushi for this man. It's known as the flipper complex. And here, that'd be a heart. All right, let's dig back down in here. Oh,
Isn't that cute?
Is it cute? Let me tell you about something like this.
Yes, Doctor.
You get a duck blowing on one of your bladders, you've got troubles, my friend. Troubles. Let me say something else.
Let me take
You're
that
the
from
most
you, Doc.
unattractive nurse I've ever seen in my life.
You're not so good with yourself.
Well, I think he's empty now. Let's just get back. Let me get down into there. He's all right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Good job. Well, okay. What a disturbing world that conjured up as we go into Hoedown. This is a game for all 4 contestants. They're going to make up a song on the spot in the form of a hoedown, if you'd like to come on down, with the assistance of Richard Ranch at the piano. And can we have a suggestion of a human vice this hoedown could be about?
Frogs.
Frogs? What? That is a surreal suggestion. Drink.
Fine.
Okay, drinking. So excessive drinking, a vice. Away you go.
I used to like the booze, I used to like the trickin', but now I get my kicks going out toad licking. I go out to the desert and find myself a frog and lick it psychedelic back till I'm high as a dog.
Out on the plains there ain't no liquor store. There's just a big cactus and not very much more. But the agave I tell you, it gives the juice. You put it in, let it ferment, it really cuts you loose.
And then I cut it off.
Drinking lots of liquor can go right to your head. Well, one day I drank so much that I woke and I was dead. Oh, drinking, it really takes some nerve, but at least I'm dead. Hey, I am well preserved.
Okay, excellent. And, right. Okay, well done. And taking out the points, I see it's unusual. It's a draw between all four contestants, so well done, all four of you. The prize is to read the credits from a style of my choosing. Can you do it as an all-boy group giving messages to your fans? You're a teen, popular, sexy group. You seem obvious enough. And it just remains for me to thank Greg Proops, Mike McShane, Ryan Stiles, Tony Slattery, Richard Francis, panelists, me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night. Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the improvisation show which is as entertaining, as unpredictable as playing a game of French cricket on the beach with the cast of Baywatch. Featuring tonight, from England, the multi-talented Steve Frost. From Canada, the multilingual Colin Mochrie. From America, the multi-story Ryan Stiles. And from all accounts, the multi-millionaire Tony Slattery. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. Now, let's get the show started then. I'm going to play a game called Film and Theatre Styles. Ryan and Colin, if you'd like to come on down and give them a scene to improvise in just a moment. But first, I need some suggestions of some film, theatre, even TV styles. If you can suggest any, please.
Simpsons! Jackie Chan!
The Simpsons. Power Rangers. This is Mission Impossible. Grange Hill. That should sort out our transatlantic cousins, shouldn't it? Neighbours. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to do this show at some point. Whose line is it anyway? That's what we're doing, though, isn't it? Anyway, I won't use any of those. Two people in a canoe in the Amazon. That's your scene, and I'll crack into some of these styles in a second.
Damn piranha!
You know, the hippos are quite fierce here, too, I hear. You wouldn't think of them as a mean animal, but they can rip a man apart.
What about a woman?
Well, a woman can rip a man apart, too, but...
Mission Impossible.
Oh.
Play the tape. Hear what our mission is again.
Hello, my gentlemen. Your job is to head up the river. Should you choose... Self-destructed early, didn't you?
No, we don't know
What
what
we're
to
supposed
do.
to be doing.
Let's go over to the bank there.
Right.
I have to get some money anyway.
Okay.
L.A. Law. L.A. Law.
Oh. This bank machine won't take my card.
Why don't you try mine, Bob?
This is mine. You stole it.
Sue me.
I will. Sue ya.
If you can catch me.
Star Trek.
In fact, I'll just beam over.
I didn't know you thought of me that way.
It has been 7 years. It's time for my poon far.
There seems to be another canoe coming into our zone.
My God, it's a hippo.
That'd be a dinosaur movie.
You sure those are hippos? Oh, my God.
that game had its moments, mostly bad ones, it has to be said, but 55 points there. As we move on to a game called Animals, and this is for Steve and Tony to start off with. And they just have to improvise a sort of soap opera, and Ryan will join in due course. Now, the only thing they have to remember about this is that they've got to be animals rather than human beings. And so you're dogs. OK, you're all dogs, and it's a scene from Brookside. Dogs Brookside. Ryan, you'll just have to do as best you can as an American in Brookside. Would improve it, I should think. So, away you go.
Arnie, where's Teddy?
Hey!
He's sending me beanie and he's not here.
Hey! Don't ask me! I've been out of work for 5 years, like.
Yeah, well, if you didn't spend so much money on heroin, then...
If I had a job right, I wouldn't take the drugs, would I? Like, you know.
Arnie, stop.
Gary, Jim, what's up?
Hey, does anybody fancy a pizza?
Love a pizza.
Now go down and get a pizza, how about that?
Ah, you little...
I thought something was going on between you two.
Look.
Hey!
Look, we're running away together. We didn't know how to tell you.
You're not around for him at these parts, are you?
Oh, stop it, both of you! Stop it!
Look, it was meant to be. We just gotta go.
Hey, I know where there's a big load of bones in someone's back garden. Stop digging it up now. We can have loads of them when we want.
OK. Oh, right. Wow. The score is very close. Very close, even Stephen. Even Stephen is close to the others. And we go on to a game called Old Job, New Jobs for Steve, Colin and Ryan. Now, they're surgeons, so Colin and Ryan have come down doing an operation. Steve is going to join them. He's a top surgeon now, but, this is the interesting thing, Steve used to be a hairdresser, and he's got to subtly hint that he used to be a hairdresser when he comes in to join the operation. Where you go?
It's a boy. You're a boy.
Yes, I am a boy. It's not why I'm here, though.
All righty, I guess it's time we start. Why don't you just lean back?
Wait a minute. Has he asked you if you wanted a cup of coffee yet?
No.
Oh, Gervais, I've said how many times? First things first, coffee for the clients.
We're taking out an appendix. I don't think it's a good idea he has coffee.
Would you mind sweeping up those entrails first, round there? Because somebody might fall over.
All righty, you take over then, Doctor.
Oh, my goodness, who did this last time?
Well, it was my usual doctor. I've gone to him for years. He's always taking out major organs.
Okay.
Look, Doctor, we haven't got long. He's going to be coming out of the semi-mild anesthetic soon.
Curling tongs.
Right?
Ah! Wrong one. Thank you. Right. So, did you go anywhere nice on your holidays?
Oh, that's smart.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done. Right. Enjoy to eat. All right, I'll give you 5 points plus a tip. Steve, as we go on to a game called Press Conference, it's going to feature Tony Slattery as a well-known public figure, if you can believe that, and he's taking a press conference. The others are going to be journalists firing questions at him. Now, the strange thing about this is there's an odd fact that the journalists know about Tony. You can know, if you look at your TV sets, you'll see a caption in due course. The studio audience here can see. I know because I've written down, but only Tony. Tony's the only person who doesn't know what it is, and the object of this game is, in the course of the questions put to him, he's got to work out what this fact is about him. Now, where you go, if you can guess what it is, Tony, you'll win everything, I should think. So take it away.
Well, first of all, I'd like you to welcome me to this press conference, as indeed I welcome you. Only 3 people here, but time is short. Please, first question, yes.
Is it lonely?
It is lonely, yes. But I find the life of a public figure means that you have to be strong. Next question.
Was there any special equipment involved?
A certain amount of flour and eggs and a snorkel. And not everyone does it like that, but I do, yes.
And how many miles away was that?
42. Next question.
How long did it take you before you could re-enter?
Well, my wife's very understanding, and we have a very good relationship, so not that long.
Do you keep your helmet on while you're doing that?
Yes, in fact, I do. Yes, because it's much safer and much less risk of yes.
Have you ever seen Uranus?
Many, many times, yes.
Did the Earth move?
Yes, it was spinning round as I was circling it.
Did it take long to get Miss Brown up there?
No, she went of her own accord. And last question, I think.
No, last guess, I think.
Yes, last question. Look, this is my bloody press conference. Shut it. Yes.
Is this the first black hole you've encountered?
No, I've been through space many times.
So what are you?
I'm a space traveller.
Yes?
Yes.
The first man to make love in space.
Oh, right.
Well done, Tony. Strange enough there, Tony, you got everything except the sexual innuendo, which you'd have thought would be a gift for you, but there it is.
Oh, did you? It's your warped, bald head.
Anyway, well done, Tony, for getting it wrong. So we move on to a game called Hey You Down There. This is another crazy new game. Colin and Ryan, you're going to be acting out a 1950s public information film, and Steve will be providing the narration to it. It's a public information film about gardening. And there'll be some music to help with the atmosphere, or to damage the atmosphere, depending how good the music is. Away you go.
Lovely day, isn't it, boys? Just right for doing a spot of digging, that's right. But wait a minute. What about that shovel you're using? Shouldn't you unwrap it first? That's right. Always check your equipment. Safety in the garden is very important. Always check each other's equipment. Wait a minute. Is that green fly I see? Uh-oh, boys. They shouldn't be there, should they? How do we get rid of those? That's right, as quick as possible. Now, let's put those seeds in. That's right. We want some decent marijuana next year, don't we? And we can smoke it all in the bottom of the shed. But don't forget to disguise it so the police won't see it. What do we use? That's right, giant garden gnomes. No wonder they smile all the time. Wait a minute. Look, it's growing already. Hey, that must be good stuff. Let's try it out. That's right, guys. Remember, grow it, sow it, and blow it.
Very skillfully evoking the atmosphere of the 50s there, with a reworking of the flower pot men. And we now go into a game called World's Worst. I'd like to step forward with examples of the world's worst advertising campaign, and I'll buzz as soon as I get the idea of what you're doing. You don't have to include any ones you appear in yourself, but away you go.
Carling Black Label gets you pissed. Oh, and it pays rather well as well.
Hey, these new homeopathic, perfectly natural tranquilizers really...
Panty liners for men.
A man soap, so I can't use it.
Porky's, the biscuit that tastes like a pig.
Jimmy's patent leather shoes. They'll fit up your ass.
Many people think it's in bad taste to advertise for an insane asylum, but come on down! We're going crazy!
Dr. Phillips circumcisions. 30 minutes or less, or it's free.
You take how many dildos into the shower?
Four.
Wigs are us.
Johnson's Sperm Bank. You're in good hands.
Unsightly stains? Well, use the toilet paper properly.
OK, let's do a game called Courtroom, which takes about 5 hours to explain. But anyway, it features Colin as a judge. If you go over there, Steve is going to be prosecuting a case. There'll be witnesses, all played by Ryan and Tony. And the idea of this is a crime has been committed, and Steve has got to in some way get to the bottom of it, discovered who did it, stuff like that. But you can suggest the name of the case if you would. It's the case of the stolen what?
Chicken.
Chicken. Jolly good. The case of the stolen chicken. It's a big sort of crime around that guy's way. And away you go.
Sorry? Order in the court! Order in the court!
Objection! That bleeding hurt.
Overruled! Call your first witness, please.
Certainly, Your Honour, I am about to tie up the loose ends of this ridiculous chicken-stealing case.
Get to it.
Will you please? Please raise your right hand. Put it down, that stinks. Right, now. Give me your name, please.
I'm the Dowager Duchess of Verona.
Sustained.
And where were you on the 29th, the 5th, the 7th, the 4th, and 9th? I can't remember the date, but it all ends up to 72.
I was inserting myself in this badger. I'm afraid I won't be a terribly useful witness, as I saw nothing.
I'm sorry, this witness is immaterial. Please call your second witness, then call your mother. She worries.
OK. Now, your full name and rank, please, Lieutenant. Oh, just give away, never mind.
Lieutenant Jack, the frozen chicken king.
Chicken king?
I raise chickens, I kill them, I freeze them, and I eat them.
So, this man would have every motivation to steal the chicken.
Not really, I own the farm.
No further questions, Your Honour. I've made a complete brat of myself on that one.
You better come up with something more sustaining. I'm tired. Go ahead.
Will you please state your full name?
Hello, Harry the end of the peer comedian, joke for every occasion. Here we go. 1. Why did the chicken die? Who knows? There you go.
That is what we are here to find out.
Yes, I know. Look over there. Oh.
Molesting the prosecutor, Your Honour.
Sustained. This courtroom is a mockery. On with the next witness.
Thank you. Please stand down. I'm sorry, Your Honour. Where's the end of your gavel?
It's immaterial.
Again there, let's move along. OK. Well, certainly the funniest courtroom scene since the O.J. Simpson trial. And we now go into a game called Hands Through. Ryan and Steve are going to act out a situation now, but to help Ryan, Colin will be providing him with the hands to do it with. And as you can see, we're in the realm of boxing, a boxing gym, and you just have to improvise along that theme.
Right now, Frank, it's a big match, this one, right?
I'm confident. I'm ready to go.
OK, let's get your gloves on, yeah?
Can I say one thing?
What's that?
With your training and your know-how,
yeah,
I'm sure I'm going to win this match.
It's not a problem.
I'm going to put everything into it I possibly have.
Good man, good man, good man.
I'm going to hit him with the left. I'm going to hit him with the right. I'm going to rip him up.
A bit of weight training first.
All righty, let me grab that.
Bit of weight training
Grab
first.
that. Oh, jeez.
Build them muscles up. Build them muscles up. That's it, that's it.
2, 3, 4.
That'll be enough. Now, don't forget. Yeah, I'll take those now. Don't forget your gum shield. Put your gum shield in. That's very important.
OK.
That's very important. You got to protect yourself. And also your legs.
I've dropped my gum shield.
Never mind that.
Damn it. Now I may get my teeth knocked out.
Here, listen, Skipping, undo that for me while I get the ball, will you?
I got it. There you go.
OK. You look at me tight.
All right.
All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what you can do. Come on.
Hey, don't want to hurt you.
There we go.
Come on. Now, come on. That's it. You know, he's going to lead with his left, so you attack with your right.
All right.
Oh. You've got to be quicker than that.
Right.
You're going to need a bit of protection.
I'm so damn proud of you, boss.
I'm over here. I'm over here. Put down. You're going to need protection.
I don't know if that's going to fit around my waist.
Oh, on the head.
Right, OK. Dinner's ready. No, hang on, man. Listen, your biceps are too weak.
Right.
A bit of stretching. A bit of stretching. And I'm going to get out of the way, because that could be bloody dangerous.
Oh,
Chest hairs. Chest hairs.
All right.
Get it off the chair. Get it off the chair. Oh, God.
More. Come on.
Thank you very much. Well done. Right. The scoring of that last game has gone to adjudication and it's been brought up to 7 each. So now we're going to a game called Party Quirks. This features Tony Slattery as the host of the party. All the others are guests of the party. In front of each of the guests is an envelope. Inside the envelope is a suggestion of a strange way of behaving or quirk. The idea of this game is that Tony Slattery has to work out which quirk has been allocated to each of the other people taking part. So, Tony, if you'd like to get the party going under here, over here, rather. I've rattled through that, Tony. Are you ready to start the party?
Yep. Come in, Steve. Welcome to the party. I'm not another boring mime artist. Hello, Colin. Come in. There's no one here.
Okay, stand back! I'm going to go now!
Well, you better parachute off then. Come on in. There's nobody to... Are you... Is it Dan Quayle?
Close.
Well, you're just a bit of a fish out of water, aren't you?
Yeah, that'll be a fish being reeled in, that's it. Right, well... Yes. Hundreds of points awarded there, as... Now, I get a lot of letters about which games we should and shouldn't play, but despite that, we're now going to do a hoedown with all 4 contestants. They come on down there to make up a song in the style of a hoedown with the assistance of Richard Branch at the piano, and what'll it be? Make it about reasons why families get together. Can you think of a reason why a family would get together? A reading of the will. A reading of the will, that's a good one. I don't know what everyone else was shouting. We were all shouting it together, but reading of the will got through, so take it away, Steve. A reading of the will hoedown.
When my father passed away, we had to read the will. I didn't turn up, 'cause I was feeling ill. I got a letter in the post, it said I had 3 million quid. So I went out and bought a horse, and this is what I did.
The other day I went to my dad's funeral. He crossed himself with an elephant. It didn't go too well. The elephant was willing. My daddy, he said, ouch. It took me 27 days to scrape him off the couch.
My brother passed away last week. I guess that's kind of sad, because he's the best brother that I have ever had. But he will always be with me, because we made a pact. I'll put my hand right up him and start a ventriloquist act.
My mother died the other day, I hit her with a kosh. I hoped that in the will she would leave me lots of dosh. But when I read the will, I found out that I was not rich. She just left me her knickers. What a stupid bitch.
On that happy note, we come to the end of this week's show, and totaling out the points, I see that Steve Frost is this week's winner, so well done, Steve. OK. And the prize for winning is to read the credits in a style of my choosing. I like to do it in the style of a mother shouting out of her window at kids in the street. That's how you're going to do it? OK, no, not yet, but just remains me to thank Steve Frost, Colin Mochrie, Ryan Stiles, Tony Slattery, Richard Branch at the piano, me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night. Calm down. Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway for another half hour of sparkling wit, outstanding entertainment and brilliant repartee. But that's enough about me. Let's about the contestants. We have someone who's been hailed as the Forrest Gump of improvised comedy, Colin Mochrie. Then the giant redwood of off-the-cuff humour, Ryan Stiles. Then a positively Black Forest Gatto of the comic arts, Caroline Quentin. And finally, a little nut tree of slapstick comedy, Tony Slattery. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. OK, now, all right, so we've got a lot of games to get through tonight. Let's start with a game called Press Conference. It's for Tony Slattery to stand at that sort of podium thing there. Now, if the others come down here, they're going to be playing journalists. And inside that envelope, there's something about Tony Slattery. He doesn't know what it is. You now know what it is. Now, in the course of taking questions in this press conference, Tony's got to discover what this weird fact is about him. And if he discovers it, then we can stop the game and get on with something else. And if he can't, we'll penalise him. It couldn't be simpler. Away you go.
Well, thank you all for coming, three of you, to my press conference. Time is very short, so I'll start taking questions now. Yes, you, please.
I'm wondering where you first got the idea to do this.
In Japan. Yes, over to you.
Did it hurt?
No, not initially, but then I got used to it. Yes.
What kind of equipment was used during the procedure?
A trowel and a shovel and some carpet tiles. And you?
You find you smell things better now?
Yes, I do. My sense of smell and my sense of taste has improved radically, yes.
And so do you find that you can actually smell, for instance, your own private parts better?
Yes, and I think that's a great advantage, yes?
I'm just looking at you.
Yes, next question.
Are you able to communicate with small boys now that there might be, say, a fire or someone hurt?
Yes, I am, and indeed have always been able to since I left my first wife, yes?
Why did you actually choose corgi?
Because that's my favourite resort. Yes? No, please. Here, boy. Yes, yes.
I'm wondering how you would react to, say, this cat.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you for going...
So what's your guess?
I'm a dog.
Close enough. We'll give you a round of applause just for getting half of it. Well done.
No, what am I?
You've got the head of
Round of applause, but scoring is very much neck and neck, which leaves me out, as we come to a game called Stand, Sit, Lie. It's for Caroline, Ryan and Colin, if you'd like to come on down. Now, the idea of this game is that at any given time, one person has to be standing, another person sitting, another one lying down. And the scene is, Colin, you're coming home to find your wife in bed with a lover, or at least with her lover. Well, let's see what happens, shall we? Take it away, Colin.
No. Oh, my God!
Oh, darling, I can explain. I really can explain.
Can you explain the flowers?
I'm sorry. Listen, I really must make myself clear here.
Phil, there's nothing happening between the two of us.
Nothing at all, darling.
Nothing?
Really.
I see you naked with flowers in your butt.
Look, it's Mother's Day, and, well, you weren't home, so I thought I'd better bring something over from you. After all, look at the card. From Phil.
Oh, no, he fainted. He fainted.
Jeez. Are you okay?
I was just overcome by the thought of my wife and my best friend fooling around behind my back in front of me.
It was... Oh, no, listen. You don't understand.
Oh, I can't sit.
I know.
Hey, let's stop fighting, all right? Let's just stop fighting. Phil, are you all right?
Okay, well, that's jolly good. Very funny and also real. So we give 95 points there as we go on to foreign film dub. This is for Tony and Caroline to come down and to act out a scene from a film, maybe in a foreign language, while Colin and Ryan will get into position to supply a sort of translation. Colin will translate for Tony, Ryan for Caroline. Which language would you like this done in? Hungarian. Hungarian's a very good one. So Hungarian, and a title for the film, an epic film.
The Masked Onion.
The Masked Onion. Oh, wow. What are you on? The Masked Onion. Great. OK, so it's very big in Hungary, apparently. So it's The Masked Onion in Hungarian, as done.
Pardon. Brits said it Brock. Do you not stop?
This broccoli is hard.
That's an onion, you dope.
Of course it is.
When I was a young girl, my mother told me many things. She told me a young girl must always act ladylike and to wear pretty clothes so men are attracted to her. I laugh now that I think back.
Da?
Yeah?
I need you, Bert. I need you more than any woman has ever needed a man before.
Can't you see I'm the superhero, the masked onion? Look at my shorts.
Plant it deep into the crown, for it is too small yet.
Thank you very much. That's fine. Okay. Right. Oh, dear. We apologise for those of you watching in Hungary for the inaccuracy of the use of language there. And normal service will resume shortly. As we go on to a game called Moving People. First, I'd like to move Colin and Ryan down here. Now, they're going to act out a scene in just a moment, but they can only move when moved by some volunteers from the studio audience. I'll just go and find some volunteers. Yes, so I'll just come to this area of audience generally. I wonder if I could ask you to come along. What's your name?
Susan.
Susan. It's quite easy, Susan. Don't panic. And is this a friend with you? No. Oh, he is. Do you want to come along? What's your name? You're not Susan as well, is it?
Earl.
Earl.
Yes.
Earl. Earl of anywhere particular? Earl. I love your court. Now, if you'd like to just stand behind the performer of your choice. Okay. Oh, you've come in camouflage clothing, so nobody will know you're here. That's. We haven't had a member of the SAS on here before, so. Now you've got to touch the performers, okay? So just put them in a position, put their arms and legs in a position that you fancy.
Hey!
Yeah. It's an old army tradition, don't worry. Okay, now just leave them there for the moment, leave them out. Now, when they start doing the scene, you've got them saluting like the SAS and everything. So, they can only move when you move them, and move them in nice sort of things so you can see where they go. And the scene they're going to do... Oh, this is fantastically lucky. Ryan is a drill sergeant putting Colin through his paces. So you're a drill sergeant, you must have this in America. Where you go?
All right. I know you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
I've got the bayonet in my foot!
Good, that's the first step. Never thrust a bayonet into your head, because the enemy wins when you do that.
Yes, drill sergeant.
Look, many people have come this way. My God, but you're an attractive man. Look, let me hold that big melon of yours in my hands. I look deep into my eyes and sleep. When you wake up, you will be the best fighting soldier this army has ever known. And chicken. Look, I'm only going to stand like this another 2 or 3 hours. And then, my friend, we will put you through your paces. Now,
all right, let me climb the obstacle course.
You can't climb an obstacle course. You climb the rope in the obstacle course. That's why I'm a sergeant.
Well, that's why I have a bayonet in my head.
I know. Look, I'll climb the rope first to show you how to do it.
All right, I'll be right behind you, sir.
Right. Lucky it's right here between us.
I'll grab my rope right here to my right.
First one to the top is the sergeant.
All right. I'm not even going to use my hands.
Go. Go. Right. Go. Shit. You're much better. There I am. Apparently I'm...
Oh, dear.
As you noticed, I climbed the rope using the milking method. Much quicker to the top.
Yes, thank you very much. Well done. Excellent. Well done. No, excellent. Thank you very much. Well, all right, well, that's very, very good. But I think the best 2 volunteers we've ever had on that game. It puts the audience way ahead as we move on to a game to World's Worst. For all 4 contestants who'd like to come down to the world's worst, step forward as you think of examples of the world's worst person to sleep with. Apparently that's what you're going to do tonight. World's worst person to sleep with. Step forward.
Hello. My name's Clive Anderson.
Have you ever met my friend, Mr. Tricky?
Meh.
That's the best sex I've ever had. No, really, you're the king. You're the king.
Then after you shave my back, I want you to get the cherry whip. No need. Over, to the left, to the left, to the right.
Are you in yet, Darren?
You know what's really weird is I've noticed on the mirror on the ceiling that I have no reflection.
Do you mind using marmalade as a lubricant?
No, you're thinking of my brother Pinocchio. My fingernails just grow.
Or I could use rubble if you like.
I hope you don't mind if I scream my own name.
Very good. I'm finding it very hard to separate the performers this evening, but I must do that so we can get on with some games. As we come to a game called Picture, and it's for Tony and Caroline, if you come on down. In this game, they have to insert their heads into the holes which have been cut into valuable paintings. Now, that's Caroline cheating to see what... That's you over there, the woman over there. And there you go. OK, so the scene I like you do, based on this picture, Tony and Caroline, is you're on your honeymoon. Your honeymoon, where you go?
I know what you're looking at.
I wish I did.
It's cold, that's all.
Shut the window!
It is shut. I can satisfy you like any other man can.
You sure?
Yeah. Do you want me to cough?
Go on then, pop it in there.
I can't move.
What are you staring at?
Am I? You look lovely, you do.
Do I?
Yeah. Anyway, don't go on about my size. You look like 2 aspirins on an ironing board. Also, your hair looks as if it's been done by B&Q.
It's in the new look, plaits.
Plaits? Crap. Not plaits.
You don't like it?
No. In fact, I've gone off the idea of marriage altogether with you.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, don't cry, you stupid bitch.
Oh, that's rich coming from you, you tosser.
I don't see much of a future for this marriage, do you? Oh, hang on. There's something happening downstairs.
I can see that.
Yeah. There's some blood stirring.
Ooh.
My conker bag's tightening.
Thank you. All right. I thought that was the best game this evening, so I'll give... Oh, it's a non-scoring round. Oh, how unfortunate. Going to a game now called Narrate. This is for Ryan and Colin. If you'd like to come down, this is a bizarre game. I can't really describe it. All they do is improvise and narrate for each other. Breakfast in a diner is the improvisation you have to do. And I think we'll give you some music just to create some mood, and you narrate for each other. Away you go.
Excuse me. I'll have some eggs. Easy over. Some hash browns and some of those sausages you cook up so nice and hot.
He sat there like a big boil on nature's back. The very look of him made me sick. And what he did next made me even sicker.
How about if I come back and help you make those eggs? I didn't know how to tell him I had no money to pay for this breakfast. I knew he'd make me work it off somehow.
Squeaky.
He broke 3 carrots and put them into a frying pan. Then he took some lettuce and did something I'd never seen done with lettuce before.
I knew it was turning him on. I didn't really care for men, but I like to tease him a bit.
I'd heard of salad dressing before, but this was crazy.
Well, I think a pun on vegetable matter was the safest way you could end that scene. And, oh, yes, you're going to leave with that. As we go to a game called Old Job, New Job. This is for Tony, Caroline and Ryan, coming in due course. Tony and Caroline, you've got to improvise the scene. Oh, a nice straightforward thing for you to do, Caroline. You've just got to give birth to a baby while on that rather attractive piece of equipment. Natural childbirth is obviously the order of the day. Tony is the... No, it's the end. It's the 9 months... You know, you start from right at the very beginning. You're the father.
I'll be the judge of that.
And, Ryan's going to come in and he's the obstetrician. He's going to deliver the baby, but he used to be a hostage negotiator. That's what he used to be. So you have to... OK, where you go, Ryan.
Push down, darling. No. Yes, come on. It's coming. There's a massive dilation happening already. Quick, quick. Oh, it's quadruplets.
Oh, no.
And twins.
Help me with my breathing. Help me with my breathing.
All right, let's all remain calm. Let's all remain calm.
I'm calm, really.
It's all right. We're trying to raise the $3 million, and I got the parachute right here.
There's been some mistake, surely.
I didn't know we need a parachute.
We're doing it as fast as we can. We're going to get the hot for you.
Is there any reply?
The important thing is to breathe normally and act calm, all right?
OK.
Now, I'm risking my life, and I'm going to go in there and try to bring them out.
Put gloves on, please put gloves on.
Right.
No, not you, Tom.
Sorry,
All right, I'm coming in. I haven't got a gun. I'll keep my hands in the air.
Well, there you go. I don't know. You got 1,000 points there, Caroline, because you were performing for 2. So let's move on to a game called Hands Through. This is for Ryan and Caroline. If you'd like to come on down, and you have to act this out. But Colin is going to help out Ryan by providing some hands for him, so his hands can take a holiday. And the scene here, Ryan, is you're a lounge singer.
Am I?
Or a drawing room singer, if you like. And you're, you know, somebody in the audience having a drink, enjoying the show. And away you go. Nothing could be simpler, I suppose. You all right, Caroline?
Very good.
Well, test. Check. I'd like to thank you for coming by. Where are you from?
Thanks. I'm from Earl's Court.
Here's a little song about Earl's Court, if you will, Maestro.
Oops, clumsy.
Sorry.
Butterfingers.
Maybe I need a drink first before I start. If I could just have a little one.
Of course, do
There we
it.
go. Thank you very much.
What's it like?
Kind of citrusy.
Yeah, great. Would you like a cigarette to go with that?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Oh,
I
great.
think I can light my own cigarette.
Of course you can. There we are.
Thank you. You know, I couldn't help but notice you sitting down in the crowd. I wonder if you'd like that for me.
Yeah, well, of course. That's it.
You know, there's a little song that I call The Girl in the Front Row, and this is dedicated to you.
To me, oh, it's marvellous. Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Oh, apparently my piano player's taking a bit of a break. But no matter, I'll sing it a cappella.
A cappella, brilliant. Oh, great, yeah.
Oh, the girl in the front. Oh.
He's back.
Sometimes I feel.
Oh, dear.
I can't sing, I've lost.
Oh, no, of course you
I'm not a singer anymore. Give me that bottle. Give me that bottle.
Come on, now, go easy. Have yourself a little drink. Come on.
Look,
There
I used to be able to sing back in the old days.
Come on, pour yourself a drink. Oh, no, please, stop. Don't be depressed.
You know, I used to do cruise ships.
Of course you did.
Yeah, cruise ships.
I
used to be all over the world. But not anymore.
Oh,
No.
I'm your greatest fan. I really am.
You are, really?
Yes, come on, put the bottle down. Have some more peanuts. Come on, yes.
Why, they're an aphrodisiac, aren't
That's
they?
right, they are.
Let me throw some up in the air and see how many I can catch for you.
Good.
All at the same time, I think.
Thank you. All right. Right. Oh, well, I'll have to divide the points between Colin and Ryan, so we get 3 each and 52 to Caroline. As we go on to a game called Hoedown, this is for all 4 contestants. I'd like to come on down and make up a hoedown with the assistance of Richard Branch at the piano, and I'd like it to be about one of life's disappointments. Can anyone suggest here which of life's disappointments this could be? Being what? Being stood up. OK, being stood up. That's a good one. The being stood up hoedown, starting with Caroline, moving on to Tony. Take it away, Richard.
Last night I waited all night long. I waited for my boyfriend, I sang a little song. Where in the hell are you, darling dear? But he didn't turn up, so I'm still waiting here.
Oh, I met a girl I really, really liked. I hoped that she'd come over, but she wouldn't. Can you believe it? I've been waiting. I've been waiting. No call, no phone call.
When it comes to girls, I seem to have some kind of hex. I can never get what I want, and that is sex. I just run around and scream and I rant. I guess I should just pay money like my friend Hugh Grant.
I waited in the restaurant, I waited just all night. I drank so much whiskey, I began to get quite tight. And then no one turned up in the end, and I thought, oh no. And then I kissed a Labrador, and then I...
On that happy note, I come to the unhappy conclusion that's the last game we're playing tonight, and totaling up the points, I see that Tony Slattery is this week's winner. So well done, Tony. And the prize for winning is to read the credits in the style of my choosing. I'd like Tony to do it in the style of an episode of EastEnders, or one-man EastEnders. Just remains for me to thank Colin Mochrie, Ryan Stiles, Caroline Quentin, Tony Slattery, Richard Branch, the piano. This is me, Clive Anderson, saying good night. Good night.